Have you ever stopped to think that a single misstep could completely change your life? For many older adults, a fall isn't just a minor accident. It can lead to weeks in the hospital, prolonged rehabilitation, or even the loss of independent living. And the troubling part is, these falls rarely come with a warning. They strike quietly, without fanfare, during the most ordinary moments, like walking out to check the mailbox, getting out of bed at night, or simply moving from one room to another. But here's the good news. Walking doesn't have to be a constant source of worry. You don't need a gym membership or expensive equipment to move more safely and confidently. With just a few small adjustments walking techniques that have been tested and endorsed by physical therapists and geriatric specialists, you can dramatically improve your balance, enhance your posture, and significantly reduce your risk of falling. Imagine this. Every step you take is no longer weighed down by anxiety, but carried by confidence and control. And in this article, we'll explore 6 simple yet highly effective walking techniques that can bring you the stability and freedom you deserve at any age. The goal of this article isn't just to provide information, it's to give you a practical tool to help preserve your independence and quality of life as you move through your 60s and beyond. The walking techniques we're about to introduce are not complicated exercises or lofty theories. They are small, realistic changes you can easily incorporate into your daily routine, rooted in the real-life experiences of thousands of older adults, as well as expert recommendations from physical therapists and geriatric doctors. We understand that every step you take holds both hope and fear. The hope that you can still walk strong, and the fear that one fall could take everything away. That's why this guide was created, not just to show you how to walk safely, but to help you understand why it matters, both physically and emotionally. If the following content resonates with you, don't hesitate to leave a comment, share your thoughts, or send this to a loved one. Every share you make is one more step toward helping the older adult community walk more confidently on life's journey. Technique number 1, head positioning, the first step towards stability. One of the most common mistakes older adults make while walking is the habit of staring down at the ground to check every step. While this might seem like a careful approach, the truth is quite the opposite. Keeping your head lowered for extended periods causes your shoulders to hunch, your spine to curve forward, and your body's center of gravity to shift forward. This seemingly small change disrupts your natural balance system, ultimately increasing your risk of tripping or falling, especially on uneven surfaces. Instead, physical therapy experts recommend a simple yet highly effective adjustment. Keep your eyes looking straight ahead at a distance of approximately 10 to 15 feet, 3 to 4.5 meters, as you walk. This is known as the forward gaze rule. You can occasionally glance down to check the floor if needed, but try not to lock your eyes on your feet. Correcting your head posture triggers a chain of positive effects. Your spine straightens up. Your core muscles subtly engage to stabilize your upper body. You gain a wider field of vision to detect obstacles ahead in time. Most importantly, your walk becomes more confident and less tense. Mr. George, 76, used to feel nervous every time he walked down the sloped path near his local park. After learning to keep his head up and eyes focused forward, he noticed his steps felt steadier within just a few days of practice. And the best part? You can start making this adjustment today without any special tools or equipment. Sometimes, the biggest improvement in how you move starts with one small shift, looking in the right direction. Technique 2. Restore natural arm movement. When it comes to balance while walking, most people immediately think of their legs. But few realize that the arms play an equally important role in helping the body stay steady and maintain a natural rhythm. Every swing of your arms helps regulate your center of gravity, distribute momentum, and make each step feel smoother and more effortless. However, many older adults, sometimes due to a fear of falling, shoulder pain, or the use of a cane, to gradually develop the habit of stiffening their arms while walking, or not moving them at all. This takes away the essential counterbalance your body relies on, leading to a rigid gait and reducing your ability to adapt to sudden changes, such as tripping, slipping slightly, or needing to turn quickly. The solution is surprisingly simple. Let your arms swing naturally as you walk, just as you likely did for most of your life. Keep your elbows slightly bent, your hands gently open, and your shoulders relaxed. When your right foot steps forward, your left arm should gently swing forward and vice versa. This is your body's natural cross-pattern reflex that helps maintain balance without conscious effort. If you use a cane or walker, try to keep your free arm moving gently instead of letting it stay completely still. Even swinging one arm is better than none at all. Margaret, age 80, is a great example. After a minor fall, she began using a cane and kept her upper body stiff with each step. But after being guided to lightly swing her non-cane arm, she noticed within just 2 weeks that her gait felt more fluid and relaxed. Walking is a full-body activity, and your arms are the silent companions that help keep each step steady and strong. Technique 3. Heel first step for safer walking. Walking is one of the most natural activities we do every day. But as we age, subtle changes in how we walk can have a big impact on our balance. A common mistake among older adults is walking with a flat foot strike, landing on the front of the foot, or even shuffling the feet while moving. These habits often form due to a fear of falling, joint pain, or a protective reflex after an injury. However, physical therapy experts emphasize one key principle: a safe step starts at the heel. The proper technique is for the heel to touch the ground first, followed by a smooth transition of your body weight through the arch of your foot, and ending with a gentle push-off from the toes into the next step. This movement not only absorbs the impact of landing, but also keeps your ankle, knee, and hip joints aligned, reducing unnecessary strain and increasing overall stability. This heel-to-toe movement is also your natural defense against tripping. By landing with the heel first, your toes have time to clear small obstacles like rug edges, uneven floor transitions, or sidewalk cracks. Here's a simple home exercise to improve this habit. Try walking barefoot on a thick towel laid out on the floor. Pay attention to how each part of your foot makes contact with the surface. This helps you reestablish proper foot placement and feel the rhythm of a natural, safe stride. Just a few minutes of practice a day can make a noticeable difference. Mr. Robert, 74, used to slip slightly while gardening. After retraining himself to land heel first, he shared, "I'm not walking faster, but I'm walking more steadily and I feel in control of every step I take." Technique 4. Shorten your stride. As we grow older, we often carry over habits from our younger years-long strides, brisk steps, and a forward-leaning pace, almost as if we're trying to keep up with time. However, those longer strides, which once symbolized energy and agility, can now become a hidden risk to your balance. When you step too far forward, the lead foot acts like a brake, pulling your center of gravity backward. This not only puts extra stress on your knees and hips, but also slows your ability to react if you trip over something unexpectedly. Experts recommend a simple solution: shorten your steps and aim for smaller, more stable strides. When your steps are shorter and more consistent, your body's center of gravity stays directly over your feet. This allows for easier adjustments when walking on uneven surfaces or if you experience a slight loss of balance. You'll also feel lighter, as your muscles won't be constantly overcompensating to correct your posture. Here's a helpful tip. Try counting how many steps you take in 10 seconds at your normal pace. Then repeat the test using shorter steps. If the number increases but you feel more in control, that's a good sign that you're improving your walking stability. Mr. Thomas, an 82-year-old retired postal worker, used to believe that fast, long strides were the best way to stay fit. But after a few minor stumbles in his backyard, he took the advice of a rehabilitation specialist. Shorten the steps, slow the pace, and walk with a smoother rhythm. The result? He hasn't tripped since, and he even reports feeling less tired after each walk. Remember, when it comes to staying independent and safe in later life, stability always matters more than speed. A shorter step doesn't mean walking slower, it means walking smarter. Technique 5. Activate your core muscles. When thinking about safe walking, most older adults focus on their legs, training them to be stronger and more flexible. But in reality, your primary center of balance isn't in your legs, it's in your core. The core includes your abdominal muscles, lower back, and hips. This group acts as your body's natural support belt, helping keep your spine upright and your movement stable with each step. When your core is weak, your body becomes more prone to swaying, your gait looks less steady, and your joints, especially your knees and hip shave, to work harder to maintain balance. This not only raises your risk of falling, but also causes you to tire more quickly and experience muscle strain, even during short walks. The good news is, you don't need a gym or fancy equipment to strengthen your core. Gentle, consistent movements are enough to wake up these essential muscles. For example, while standing near your kitchen counter or a sturdy railing, try lifting one foot about 3 to 4 inches, 7-10 centimeters, off the ground and holding it for 5 seconds. Then switch legs. Or while brushing your teeth, simply gently pull your belly button in towards your spine, hold for a few seconds, then relax. This is an effective way to activate your core. Helen, age 81, is living proof. Just 3 minutes of mini core exercises each morning done while waiting for her tea to boil helped her regain noticeable balance and gave her the solid feeling of stability she remembered from years earlier. It's time to stop thinking of core strength as something only for athletes or young people. For older adults, a strong core is the key to freedom and confidence in every step you take. Technique 6. Recognize surface changes. Falls don't always happen because of weak muscles or a slippery floor. Sometimes, the greatest risk comes from subtle changes in your environment, like the transition between hardwood and carpet, a low threshold, or even a glare reflecting off a shiny floor. For older adults, the ability to process visual and tactile changes tends to slow down, causing the brain to take a few extra seconds to register and respond to the new surface underfoot. A common mistake is a lack of awareness when walking across different flooring areas. If your mind is elsewhere, or you've simply grown too familiar with your home, you may overlook small warning signs, leading to a misstep or a loss of balance. The solution is simple, yet surprisingly effective. Consciously name the surface you're about to step on. Insolently say to yourself, carpet, hardwood, step up or step down. This habit activates your brain's attention centers, helping your body better prepare to adapt to the change ahead. Additionally, if you wear bifocal glasses, be extra cautious when walking down stairs or stepping onto a curb. The lenses can distort depth perception, increasing the risk of misjudging a step. When in doubt, pause and adjust your gaze before moving forward. Mr. James, age 79, once nearly slipped while stepping from a glossy hallway into a carpeted room. After learning the surface awareness technique, he reported feeling more in control whenever his walking environment changed, especially at night. Every surface carries a message for your brain. When you learn to listen and respond to those changes, you walk not only with greater safety, but with greater intention and confidence. Aging doesn't take away your ability to move, it simply invites you to walk smarter, more mindfully, and more independently. The 6 simple techniques you've just explored are not just walking tips. They're the foundation for preserving independence, reducing fall risks, and reconnecting with your body in a meaningful way. Every small adjustment, from lifting your chin, swinging your arms, to tuning into the ground beneath your feet, is an act of proactive, compassionate self-care. We believe that walking with confidence is the first step to living a fuller, healthier life in your golden years. And this journey isn't yours alone. Share what you've learned. Tell us about your experience, or simply share how you feel after reading this. Your words might be the spark of hope someone else needs. Together, we can build a strong, informed, and inspiring community of older adults. Let it begin with one step, and that step might just be sharing this article with someone you care about.